Thanks so much for being here today. We so appreciate it. That was an awesome song. I was in it. We want to hear your questions right now at What's Trending. Also, join us in the chat room right now. Chris will be asking all your questions live. So let's talk about this new album, Legendary. How legendary is it for you guys?
Well, we'll find out when it comes out next week.
It's all about attitude to be legendary,
yes,
though, right?
Absolutely. It's all about confidence and believing it.
Yeah, and so what can fans expect from this album?
It's a high energy, really rhythmic, perfect, I think, feel-good summer album. I think we're the summer set. It's probably about time we put out a feel-good summer album right before summertime. You think we would have thought of that. So, yeah, I think this is an album, Legendary is an album about inspiring people to be the best version of themselves that they can be. So we've been counting down the days. This has been a long time coming.
That's so awesome. You have a crew following you. And we were talking about this. Do you feel like you approach albums differently this day and age than what you would have done in the past?
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally. I think on this album, we play around with a lot of synthetic elements. I mean, there's a lot available now. I think a lot available recording wise right now. And we kind of did it differently. This album we did a song at a time. We didn't do the basic get into a studio, sit there for 2 months and just bang out a bunch of songs.
It
took us about a year. Yeah, it took us about a year, and we kind of went on and off the road and finished the album in a very staggered kind of sense.
And I feel like that's antiquated. People doing that, it's not the best way to approach even music.
Yeah, this is a much less stressful way to make an album. It was cool to be able to work on one song at a time and then go on tour and come back and see what was great about certain things we did and what was horrible. And we got to write 50 songs and choose 12 instead of just kind of having the bare bones minimum of 12 songs and then a year later regretting certain songs and whatnot. So I think this is the most prepared we'd ever been for a record. And it's our third one, but it kind of feels like the first one all over again. So
mature now.
Yeah.
So prepared and responsible as artists.
Growing up.
What happens to those other songs that you don't use? You said 50 songs you put together?
Yeah, there were 50 songs written for this album. I don't know. I guess we'll have to figure out. I mean, we have a lot of songs if we ever, I guess, have an opportunity to have exclusive material, which is cool. And I think most important thing I ever learned as a songwriter is you can't really be too precious with all of them as if they're kids that you're trying to hold on to. It's a good song, a great song will always find a home, whether it's with yourself or with a different artist or with whatever. And I think that was kind of the most important piece of songwriting information that I think I acquired from people I looked up to when we were writing this record.
Cool. We have a ton of questions coming in. So Chris, take it away.
Well, first of all, there's a lot about John's birthday. So, especially from Brandy May. Happy belated birthday, she says.
Thank you, Brandy May.
Emily C. says, what is the funniest thing that's been thrown at you on stage?
Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure. All right.
New York City on our last tour, our headliner, we were about done with the set, and a plastic bottle of pineapple vodka somehow found its way onto my face.
That's pretty tasty. Oh, onto your face.
Yeah, so it hit me in the face, and it actually really hurt.
You were bleeding.
No.
Yeah, it really hurt.
And what's funny is the girl who threw it, we met in our meet and greet because it was her 21st birthday.
And I'm guessing that this might be the same person who's asking the question.
It's very much.
I see.
She's been very active in the chat room, so she definitely.
That's awesome.
I feel as though this is the culprit.
She's coming back for revenge.
Yes, God.
And we have another person who is very adamant about this. Moniqua Horta says, when will we ever get to see the video of Jess singing, damn it?
Of me singing?
Jess singing, damn it.
Oh, singing, damn it.
Singing, damn it.
Punctuation is everything,
the song.
guys, okay? Use punctuation in the
Punctuation
chat room,
is everything.
Grammar.
Where is that video?
I don't know where
that was
video
long
is, and I'm
before my
hoping that
time.
is going to stay buried.
Why?
So I'll tell her that might
guys.
never come up.
Why?
I think what was it when you were when you were 13 and you and John and his brothers were in a garage
We started
band?
a cover band. That's how this whole thing started. We started a cover band, and we
I
actually
wasn't part of this.
we had Jess sing Blink-182, Damn It, and we got her one of those Britney Spears mics, so she had it while she was drumming.
And at the end of it, it really was like, damn it. Shouldn't have done that.
That wasn't the best.
But covers do work well on YouTube. I mean, you've
done
done
some
fun.
This was a different time.
This was
is I
probably before
11,
YouTube
so I don't think
existed.
YouTube didn't
These
exist.
were this was 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
You did a goat meme that you took that on.
Oh, we did a goat.
I'm not sure if are we one of the only artists who's made a goat video of themselves?
I think so. We're watching it right here on the screen.
Goat you over.
Goat you over.
It it was too funny when we started finding these videos that it was almost like we didn't want to wait for someone to make a goat yoga video for us, so we're like, we're just gonna make it.
Just make fun of yourself.
I can't wait.
I spent like 4 days not doing anything but laying in my bunk watching goat videos. I hadn't spoken to anyone in like 4 days because I was so obsessed with this Bon Jovi Living on a Prayer goat video.
The only time he would emerge from his
was
bunk
to show people
was
the
to
video.
show us more goat videos, and then he would go back and hide.
We've had a few of those people in our office before.
Yeah, I can't believe it took me that long to find out
totally
about the goat
get it.
phenomenon.
I totally get it.
It's a life changer.
Let's go back into the chat room.
I mean, Aaron Heisey, and you probably get this question a lot. You kind of touched on it. However you want to do it. You want to step on it, smack it, touch it, whatever.
It depends on the answer if I stepped on it or touched it.
Why Somerset? Why is your name Somerset?
Oh God, I hate this question.
Hold on.
Thank you.
No
You're
one's
the
ever
first
asked
fan
me because
who
I hate
ever
them.
asked that.
It's not because I hate the questions, because I hate the answer.
We had started this band in 2007 when a lot of us were still in high school, and we were already booked to for some studio time and to play a show, but we didn't have a band name yet, and we couldn't really play a show as like Band A or something like that.
That would be cool.
That would have been funny.
Band
Band A.
Or Band
Wait,
X.
we just found a better name. It was that easy.
Better than
Band A.
And I remember getting a phone call from John and his brother, and they were like sitting in their living room with their dad, and they had like pulled out an atlas, and it was as typical as that gets, and they were like, I guess they found like Somerset County, New Jersey or something, and they're like, what if we rearranged the spelling and made it summer like the season? And
clever.
what if we were the Somerset?
Disaster.
You seem to feel bad about this.
Now you're stuck.
I mean, I don't
with
feel
it.
bad about the name. I feel bad about it's the story.
Feel bad about
like
the
I
story.
said, the story sucks.
You want a more like emo hipster story,
Which is cooler. Apparently, I heard one of the only ships in port. I don't know how you say that, but at the time of the Boston Tea Party was the only English ship was called the Somerset.
Make it, yeah, it sounds
That's the story.
That sounds
That's the story.
So I guess
We're
they would
gonna
always. So I guess if they were like getting ready, they'd yell that Somerset are coming or
The
something
Somerset
like
is
that.
coming or whatever, because that was the first ship to respond. Apparently,
That was the British
now
Enemy's ship.
I've heard this.
You should make ship
gay
T-shirts and stuff like that. And
That
like,
should
that'll
be your
your
next
Somerset
thing,
are
like the
coming.
whole ship theme.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
coming.
We're coming.
We're gonna, you know.
We should probably use that as a better
anchor
story for our
on
band.
your, well, put the anchor on your city.
Yeah, let's just act like that was. Can we just act like that was our answer?
Yeah.
Let's just act like that was.
I'm gonna take back the whole Atlas thing.
We're history buffs.
We're history buffs.
That's great. Now you do this really cool thing, the Half Moon Kids. It's this whole movement, which I think is awesome when you do things for a greater good. How did that all come about?
Well, we were all living in a house together last summer when we first started making this record, and we on some nights we would joke when we would walk to our friend's house down the street, and we'd always walk down this back alley, and we always like pretended we were like a street gang, and
Called Half
Can I
Moon
hang
Boys.
out with you guys more
yeah,
often?
you can hang out with us.
We all had
We
names.
pretend
We all
we're
had
a street
names,
gang.
It was like I remember one night we were walking.
We
and
called
there was
ourselves the
a-
Half Moon Boys.
There was
That's
it was
what
like a
started.
half moon, and we were walking down this alley, and we were like, we were like the Half Moon Boys, and we decided to let Jess
They
in
let
the
me
group.
in, so
So we
they
changed it to Half
changed
Moon
it.
Kids.
We jumped her into the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, initiation is pretty brutal. But I think we had always wanted to start some sort of movement that was more larger than life than just like a street team for our band. We wanted it to seem like more than that, a place where fans of our band or any type of artist or any type of entertainer can go and meet people just like them, different people like them and share their writing and their photography and promote themselves and kind of inspire each other to achieve their legendary moment or like what they love. And like I think too many people are wasting that ability. And I think my favorite part about it is some of these fans will come to Somerset shows alone and meet a new friend through
Or like there are
our
people who
community.
are meeting people on the chat room that we set up on halfmoonkids.com, which is crazy. People like making friends with people, and it's also mind-blowing to see in the sections we set up, like writing section, like visual art section. And I know a few days ago I was just like snooping around the Inkling section is what we call it, the writing section, and there's so much talent. There's like I was blown away by the stuff I was reading. It was incredible.
It's creating like a culture through what started out as just music, but it's something bigger.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of hopefully the goal. And this
One
is,
did-
and it's beta form right now. So
Yeah.
I'm really
Ooh, you're
excited
such a
to see-
techie.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited to see where it goes. I think it only just started, but we've had such an amazing response from fans and from friends who also just wanted to help us out and be a part of it and get their fans involved.
Yeah.
And I think that was what's so important. It's a community for us, but it's also a community for fans of everything.
Yeah, let's go back to the fan chat. One more question, Chris.
These people are very specific. They're talking to Jess again. When
Oh,
are
Jess,
you
you're very
going to release the recipe for your famous Guacamole.
My guacamole.
Who's on this chat?
Who are these people?
Yeah, how do they know all these things about me?
Well, they're our fans.
Yeah.
They are fans.
But
That was
yeah, my
Lucy
guacamole.
for real. Lucy for real.
It's a
for
secret.
real.
Lucy for real.
Tell Lucy for real.
It's for real.
For real.
For real.
I think you should start a channel that's all about your stuff, like all this other things.
We've
All
been
these
really
other
trying
things
to-
that people
We
want
really
to
want
know,
to get Jess in a
learn about
cooking
you.
show, but
We've been trying to get her on Man vs. Food.
Yeah, I can
Girl
cook
versus
well,
food.
but I eat even better.
She's
so
really good at eating.
I'm really good at eating. That's kind of a hidden talent of
Ooh,
mine.
that sounds good to me. Any other questions about the album?
Yeah,
One
like-
more music?
Lots of questions about Warped Tour. How stoked are you guys to be on Warped Tour?
we're definitely really excited about Warped Tour this time. This is our second time. I think in
Yeah.
2010 we were kind of Warped Tour rookies, didn't know what we were getting into.
Yeah.
It's really hot. The days are really long and you're outside in the sun all day, so I don't think we knew what we were getting into. But Warped Tour is amazing because it's kind of like this punk rock summer camp, and you meet so many different other bands and so many. It's so cool to see bands who are totally different from each other. Like after a long day, go to the barbecue and hang out, and it's kind of like being part of a circus, and it's really cool. And now that we've done it, I think we're veterans of Warped
you're
Tour,
ready.
and we know.
Yeah.
I think we're a little more prepared than last time.
And such good audience that goes there, and the people are like loyal and they're really into it, and it's like camp for them too.
Exactly.
Totally.
And what's so awesome about Warped Tour versus like just going out and doing another headline tour is that it gives us the opportunity with a new record to play for people who've never heard of our band, because there's so many fans of different genres of music.
Yeah.
And people can just pass by your stage and just kind of catch a glimpse of what you're doing and stick around and watch your set, and then you make new fans. And I think that's important with a new record out, to be able to kind of play in front of as many people as we can and different fans than our usual demographic.
Totally. Well, thank you so much for being here today. We so appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Huge thanks to the Somerset, everyone. Legendary is out next week, so look out for it on iTunes, Amazon, or wherever great music is sold. And go grab the single Boomerang right this moment. You can also follow them at _summer_sets on Twitter. And thanks to all you amazing fans and folks in the chat room. So appreciate you being here, asking all your questions live. Chris Thompson has been my amazing co-host, question asker extraordinaire. Great musician in his own right. Check him out. He's at supricky06 on Twitter, /Chris Thompson on YouTube too. Some great songs, originals, parodies this guy has.
All of it.
He's a great all-around man.
For you.
We've got the guy who made Primer and Upstream Color, Shane Carruth, tomorrow on the show. Also, Taryn Southern, the hot, sexy Taryn Southern co-hosting while I'm in Vegas. And we also have Ellen Blair on Thursday. So a ton of amazing guests coming up this week. Subscribe right now.